moving slower than molasses as I'm off to catch the girl who's falling off the bridge, and I'm there before she knows it. I'll be gone before she sees me.
A scarlet costume ejects from his ring.
Alright, I'm gonna play it now. Alright, son. You need to get down here right now.
But Dad, we're killing the shit out of people in Grand Theft Auto!
I was obviously kidding, no shit, you fucking bastard. No, I was gonna try and make a stupid joke where I found a tape from the future. What this is about is because as lonely as this channel is, there are actually people who watch some of this shit, and the people who do know some of the shit that I do on here know I want to write for DC, but little known fact, I like Marvel too. I just like DC a lot. Like, if I like DC, I'm not gonna go on my way and read Marvel, but I like Marvel a lot too. Like, my favorite characters are Wolverine, Deadpool, Spider-Man, and X-Men in general. Those are my favorite Marvel characters. As opposed to DC, I like the whole DC universe in general, but I very strongly like Flash. And I never said this yet, but Flash beat my interest in Batman. Very strongly like Flash and Batman. But what I'm putting on here is, why the fuck can't people be like this? Like, you'll go on social media and you'll fucking find dumb people who don't like both or don't know anything about both, just know about their preferred one. Because I like Marvel and DC. Obviously, I've been reading DC for a lot longer, and I do like Marvel a lot. Like, there was a time where I just read Marvel for 4 years, and I just quit reading DC. I was reading Marvel, and I went back to DC or whatever. But at least I'm educated in sort of what Marvel's about and what DC's about, so I can give a educated opinion on things. But when you're on social media and you're getting shit thrown at you because DC's complete shit and they do nothing right, and I'm gonna get my Cheeto stained hands out, guys, and tell you fucking right now, Marvel is the best ever, or vice versa, DC fans say it the other way around, then it just does not go well. It makes no sense. Like, if you're a comic fan, not a fanboy, by the way, fanboy, in my dictionary, when you call someone a fanboy, or to me, when a fanboy is someone who has no validated opinion, they think their opinion is validated because they know about their likes and their interests, but they can't understand it from the other person's perspective, or the other fan's perspective. Fanboy, because it sounds stupid as fuck, so that's what it is in my dictionary. But why can't you just like both? Because, like, I just saw the Logan trailer, and I'm not gonna be like, since I like DC in general better, I like both, but like I said, I have only like a few Marvel characters I like, or I said the Marvel characters I like in DC. I'm not gonna be like, well, DC is doing better right now, or whatever, when it's clearly not. It's not doing better in movies. I'm not gonna be some twat that just sits there and is gonna blindly say something that isn't true. I don't know, I'm just making this as a little tiny rant thing because it gets sickening seeing it on Facebook. Just like how you'll see someone will say something hypothetical, and you know the best way to start World War III? It's not Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Ask someone if they like Marvel or DC better. To me, it's just a joke I make up, and people think it's funny. But I was playing DC Universe Online, and I made an Old Man Logan and Deadpool character because I'm getting back into Marvel, so I can enjoy both of them. I'm trying still be faithful to DC, but maybe I'll try and write for Marvel and DC. But someone said, huh, anyways, do you guys like Marvel or DC better? And I said, fuck, are you trying to start World War III, son, on my Old Man Logan character? People are just like blabbering in the chat about, oh no, Marvel has better movies and games and this, and DC has better games and movies and comics and blah 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 blah. Dude, shut the fuck up. If I was to give you statistics right now, not to be a fanboy, not to be a fanboy at all, but in general, if you look at it in a spectrum, Marvel outweighs DC in movies financially, and I think so in quality. In comics, DC right now with their rebirth is doing well, but the main reason they're doing well in their rebirth, see, I'm using but because I can understand, the reason they're doing well in their rebirth is because New 52, even though most of it was shit, some of it was good, but most of it was shit, so they're going back to the way it should have been. That's why it's doing well. If they didn't do that, then they'd just be doing still some stories. But Marvel's doing some shitty stuff too, like, I don't know, I think Civil War 2, I don't really like that. And then making Iron Woman, like an Iron Girl instead of Iron Man, I don't know. I didn't get too much into that, because, like, with all that shit, if I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna get into all that comic shit, I'm not gonna get into all the politically correct stuff. Like, on Facebook, I'll click on comic book stuff. But if it's something like, the new Iron Man is a black female teenager, not gonna click on it, because there's gonna be, I'll read it, and then I'll have some sort of opinion on it. Or, Wonder Woman is now bisexual, not gonna click on it, I'll just be like, you know what, whatever, okay, I'm just not gonna get into it at all, just pretend like, because it for one, the Wonder Woman thing, I don't know much about the Iron Girl thing, but I don't care. You can't have the same thing throughout all of time. I mean, I guess you can, and it can still be good, but they're changing. Marvel's made mistakes, DC's made mistakes. So in comics, I can't really say who's doing better right now. In games, I can say DC's doing better. That's not to be an ass. I mean, they just are. When they make a game, like the Batman games have been successful, Injustice has been successful. The games are still, or DC has been out since what, 2010, 2011. There's still a bunch of people on. That's how I'm occupied, is DC Universe Online, sort of. Just what I'm trying to say is, why fucking damn it do you gotta do that? If you're a real comics fan and not some Cheeto stuffed face fat fucking nerd at your keyboard or your phone typing away blindly at shit, trying to shut down the comment section with your Marvel knowledge or your DC knowledge, but you have no vice versa, then here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get out of here, you're gonna run away, and you're gonna go buy the other comics, or if you fucking have to, which isn't a bad thing either, at least go on a fucking wiki, boy, and look at the vice versa, and then judge your opinion. Like me, I like Marvel, I like DC. I like DC a lot more, but I can still give my opinion on Marvel things if I like Marvel. Like, I like the old, I think it's funny how The Dark Knight Returns, written by Frank Miller, old Batman, Old Man Logan, which is the same premise, he's older, but he's deteriorating because he has powers, so he's deteriorating, and it's taken, no spoiler, obviously, taken over by a villainous Hulk in a dystopian world. Written by Mark Miller, I can find humor in certain things like that, like the irony in that. I can find the oddities, the shittiness, the fucked up grand goody bullshit in both of them. And I'm not gonna fucking butcher your typing on it or anything. I'm not gonna like tear you down of whatever self-dignity you have. I have no fucking idea. It's just a ramble. It's just, you don't gotta go to the extent of giving an unvalidated opinion because you think it's validated, because I like Marvel, so it's fact. It's fact, because I know so much about Marvel, but I know nothing about DC. That's why I was talking to this one guy online. I'm like saying, well, because I'm trying to tell him, honestly, in my opinion, I like, because they do this stupid thing where it's fucking copycat characters or whatever, and I say I like Deadpool more than I do Deathstroke. I like DC more than I do Marvel, but Deadpool is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I still like Deadpool. I read Deadpool. I can enjoy him. And he's like, this guy's just DC, so it's like a DC fan fighting a DC fan, but it's like, I'm on your side, man. And he's like attacking me because I have an opinion of something of Marvel. Deadpool's just a stupid toilet humor guy. If you're not 13, then you don't need to be reading him. What the fuck you talk about? It's just a different humor. Same goes the other way around. If there's another character, like Iron Man, people bitch and complain. Well, this isn't as occurring, but there's sometimes or whatever, people just poke fun at Iron Man and Batman being copycat, Green Arrow and Hawkeye being copycat. I don't know, just who fucking cares? I'm bored. I'm just rambling because this shit goes on my Facebook or whatever. Like when I comment on something, it's like automatic shitstorm. Gosh damn it. Ending it, I just want to say I'm trying to write maybe Marvel and DC. If you know who Grant Morrison is, he's written for Marvel and DC. Like New X-Men, he's written for Marvel. Writes a lot DC and stuff too. I kind of want to be like that too because I like characters from Marvel and I like characters from DC. That's what this was. This is just a big, huge ramble. I don't know why. It's, I don't know, long video, but I really don't care. That's all there is to it. I was just rambling. Yeah, bye.
I've got time to think about my past as I dodge between the bullets.